Well, to say that I'm stoked would be a complete understatement. The guys at Mitts have absolutely nailed it, exactly what I wanted. Finally built my dream truck. So I'm going to run you guys through basically everything to do with the Canopy and what Mitts have done. So there still is more stages after this to go. We still have to get the power installed. It does have to go back to Mitts to get a few things adjusted and a few things added on that I want. But for the most part, their kind of job's done on the truck. So it's just a few other things that I want to add later on, which will be in another part of this series that I'm putting together, Project F-Tech. So starting with the aesthetics of the Canopy itself, it's this really nice flat, you guys have seen in the previous video of the powder coat color that we chose, this textured black. And yeah, it's very similar to your Yakima platforms, that kind of texture that you get on most of the roof racks these days. So it's very similar. So it's very good for dirt. Like, this was filthy from me driving it in the driveway over the past kind of week since I picked the truck up. And you just hose it and the dirt just falls off. I can't believe how good it is with yeah, trying to keep this thing clean. It's awesome, this paint. So with the headboard itself, I wanted something really chunky to actually match the F250. I think if you put a skinny style of headboard on here, it would have looked pretty funny. It wouldn't have matched the truck at all. Because the F-Truck's so big, I didn't want to go with this pissy little headboard. So me and Tim got together and kind of crafted something up to do a notch and a step in the headboard itself, and then also bring the headboard in narrower than the Canopy. So guys, just here on the side of the headboard, we've got our filler point. So it's just got a cool little latch here. It's been raining today, so that's why the truck's wet. But that just simply flaps down. You've got a lock just here, and then we have our diesel just there, and also our AdBlue, which is nice and hidden and secure from anyone tampering with it. We've gone with the black locks on the side. I think these called whale tails or something like that, these big locks. So we wanted to keep it all black so it's all really nice, and then just highlight it with some bolts, as you can see there, so I can actually put tray sides on this at a later date if I wish to. It's all ready to go for it. I'm gonna have to go and get me sunnies. It was overcast 2 seconds ago when I started this video, and now it's very bright. I'll be back. Alright, that's a bit better. So on the back, we've got two 37s on 20-inch methods. The reason why I went with 20s, I kind of regret going with 20s to some extent. I wish I went to a smaller rim, but the trouble is the calipers on the F-Trucks are so big. I was worried that if I spent the money on a smaller rim that it wouldn't have fit. So the F-Trucks come out with 20s anyway. So that's why I was a bit hesitant about what would fit on the truck. So I was just went with what it came out standard with and just run with that. So that's why I do run 20s. Yeah, 37-inch tyres, got two spares on the back. We've got a ladder, obviously got the Bush Company rooftop tent already up there along with the awning on this side. And on the other side, I'll show you that in a minute. So we do have LED tail lights. We've got the parking sensors and everything is still in the back here. So everything functions as normal. We've also got the reverse camera remounted down lower there because it was built into the rear badge on the F250's tub. So that's all been put back in, which is cool. So around this side, you can see I've also got the quick pitch shower has been put back on. Tim made me some custom brackets to offset them away from the tent. Because the F-Truck's so big and the Canopy's so wide, it's a lot wider than a standard like Aussie style dual cab. So we had to make some custom brackets to step them out to miss the sides of the Canopy. So he did that for me. But yeah, like these tents are like 1400 wide. So if you could get a 1600 wide tent on the back of an F-Truck, it'd probably be perfect. They're kind of, all these tents are kind of made for just standard style dual cabs, so it's kind of hard to get a really wide tent. I think Bundu Tech's probably one of the only people that actually made a really wide one, and I think Drifter also make a really wide one that they put on their dot trailers. So they're the only two tents that I know that are really wide, so there may be some others. So put them in the comments below if you know of any other really wide tents that are wider than 1400. So coming around to the driver's side, we've got same toolboxes front and rear. We've got the really large flared guards that Tim's put on. Later next year we're also going to do some front flares for the truck. If we can kind of get them to work, I want to do some front flares to kind of tie the rear into the front, because the front doesn't have any flares on it right now, and I don't really want fiberglass or plastic ones. So I'd like to put some flares like this on the front. But yeah, toolboxes, same style of the headboard. I'll show you what we did on the other side of the headboard now. We've put this nice notch in the headboard and recessed it back in flush with the actual cab. But this is a perfect spot that we decided to put the water fill point, so I can fill that up. So under the truck we have a 130 litre water tank as well, so plenty of water for going away. We're going to put central locking on the truck at a later date. But yeah, I'll open up the trundle and I'll show you how the ladder works as well. It's just a simple snap like that. Ladder comes down, swings around, pretty straightforward. So it's very light, and that just saves me using that other bloody stupid ladder that comes with those telescopic Chinese ladders. They're absolutely terrible. So we've got a pretty decent long trundle here. I've got absolutely nothing in it, so it could be used for anything. Even the side boxes, I haven't filled them either, so they're pretty empty. But really nice trundle. I've already put some carpet and stuff in here. I've got just some recovery equipment. I've also put some rubber in there, just to stop any rattles and stuff of things I put in the thing. So I've done that to every single toolbox. I've put some rubber inside of it. This one here, I basically just have a siphon hose. That's really all I can think about putting in there. I just can't put anything water related in this box because the water fill point is up here. And I also have my switch up in here for my water pump for the, I think it's a 130 litre tank from memory. So, and then I've just got me tap just here at the back. So the tank's got no water in it at the moment. It's got a little bit in there, it's trying to push that out, but the tank's empty at the moment. So that's just a cool little tap there on a pump that the boys have wired up for me. I put the switch in here just so it can't be tampered with and no one can drain my water. It's locked away, and yeah, so I know a lot of other companies kind of put the switches here, but I just wanted it kind of hidden and out of the way. The sealing on the actual toolboxes is really good. I've had no dust in there, and my driveway is absolutely putrid. It's like close to 9 kilometers of dirt road we live in the middle of nowhere, so no dust in the canopy, no dust in the toolboxes whatsoever, which is really good. And it rained last night, so there's no water in there either, so that's really handy. So I'll show you guys inside the canopy now. Like I mentioned, we are getting central locking, so this won't be an everyday thing that I do this. Putting bloody keys in and out with all these boxes and having all the keys, it's a pain, but we are going to fix that. So this is the basically this is the kitchen side of the truck. So everything I have in here, I have a 85 litre Bushman DCX series upright fridge. I also have a pantry drawer with a tray, and then we also have the Clearview kitchen. And in the stage after this, we will be putting a power system. So right now my power system is temporary, so just disregard that. So I'll run you through the kitchen now. So I wanted an upright because all my years of going camping, you have a normal camping fridge, freezer, whatever. When you've got meat and eggs and things like that, plus all your drinks, and everything just kind of gets squashed. So I wanted to have a specific fridge just for food. So that way this one is purely food only. And then you can also, you've got a little tiny freezer up there for ice creams and different bits and pieces and so forth. So you could have milk standing up in here, have your meat and everything stacked in here, and it's not getting all squashed by your alcohol and your beer and all that sort of stuff. So that's basically why I wanted to go with an upright. We'll move along now to the pantry. So when we were designing it, Tim's like, you could fit another drawer on the kitchen side if you wanted to. Thought, that'd probably be a really good idea if I can get another drawer there and then put all the pantry dry food and stuff. So it's a really really quite large drawer. Well, it's about that deep, so it's probably like, I don't know, so that's probably 200, 250 deep. And then you've got this massive big tray which comes out as well. So I know you guys are probably thinking, oh Jesus, that's high, but it doesn't really worry me. Like, I can get up here and I can make sandwich or whatever, or use this to do whatever. So I'm not fussed on the height. I like my truck being this high for clearance and stuff like that. So, and then I can quite easily reach into here and grab things out. I'm gonna have a bunch of these clear Bush Company bags in here. So, and it's all, I've already put carpet and everything in there. And then on top, you've basically got a tray. I've just got a power, Baintech power top up there for now, until I get time to have the power install next year. So. And then right at the back of the canopy, same on the kitchen side, we have the clear view drop down kitchen, which I'll get that out now for you. This basically just comes all the way out like that. You grab the handle with this latch here, push down, and then that snaps in place. And you've got a latch up here. All these are lockable too, so if you're that paranoid about someone taking your bloody food. And then you've also got another tray that slides out here. And then this is just where I keep my cooker on there. And then you've got another tray here which slides forward. And then in here you basically have all your pots and pans and that, which I'll show you now. But then you can also access all that stuff without having to flip it all the way open. You can access it from the bottom, even when it's all folded away. So you've got this little hatch here, which you can access that same compartment to get anything out you want, stubby coolers, whatever. So, pull the latch, comes up, locks in, slides away, and then you just got this anti-rattle latch just here to stop it carrying on. It just puts pressure against that, so there's absolutely no movement whatsoever. Righto, so moving around to the driver's side now. I did have an MSA fridge slide, but I didn't like it, so I've got rid of it. I sold it on the weekend. A guy came up from Sydney and bought it from me. So right now I don't have anything in there. It's just a simple tray to house a fridge slide of some sort. I'm just going to strap my other fridge down in there, my 50 litre Waco, just for now, because basically all it's going to be is open it. I can open it, reach in, it's just going to have drinks in it, that's it. All the other food is going to be inside the upright. So this fridge on this side will just be purely just drinks. So just reach in, grab your drink, and that's it. There's going to be nothing in there, so you don't really need to look in there. So I've also got two drawers on this side. So this drawer mirrors the other one on the other side. So it's got lights in it, camping lights. It's got my barbecue hot plate for the fire and stuff like that. And it's also got the same big pull-out drawer, or sorry, bench, or whatever you want to call it, so, as well. And then this front drawer here has basically got a step in it that I put on my wheel. It's got some fans for the rooftop tent, power leads, it's also got a few straps, the hose for the back, and solar leads and stuff like that, any of my solar gear. So inside the canopy, you've got these big top decks with all these cutout extrusions. I've put some marine grade carpet on all of them, and also in all my drawers I put marine grade carpet. But you can see the tray on the other side where I've just got that temporary battery for now. It's just feeding from solar that I've put up the front up there, and then on the other side the power is running into the rooftop tent. Basically just temporary until I get my new power system fitted by TJM, Hunter Valley. It'll be going in next month to get the Enerdrive system fitted. So that'll be another part of this series, is getting the power in. So inside the canopy, everything's modular. So as you can see, these extrusions here, it's much like a roof rack system, if you want to refer to it as that. You can see the bolts in underneath there of that drawer. So basically just pull the drawer out, put a spanner in there, undo it, and you can basically pull all this stuff out. So I can move any of this stuff around if I don't like it where it is, which is really cool instead of being a fixed thing. So if I want to take all this gear out and bloody put a mattress in here and sleep in here, I can if I want. So you could use it for work during the week, and then on the weekend you could put your gear back in. But yeah, as you can see, everything on the roof is also extrusion as well, so I can put anything up there. I've got this big net up there for now, so I can throw some of those collapsible buckets up there for the shower, and also just general camping use. Throw towels up there, my camp chair if I want, things like that. You've probably seen I had this net in my last Canopy when I had the fiberglass snug top. Also got a emergency kit here, that way everyone that's with me can see it, they know where it is. And also got the snake bite kit here. Don't go anywhere without that, especially in Australia. You should always carry a snake bite kit. Yeah, so basically just a bit of safety stuff, and there's also a first aid inside the cab of the truck. So we do have the jack off leg points here as well, so I've got to get some, I want to get some motorized ones that you can just plug in with an Anderson plug, so I can lift the canopy off if need be. You do have a nice little amount of shade that the doors do cover on the ground, so if it was raining you could quite easily stand under there and not get wet. I do have the awning on the other side, so I won't have to worry about that. But you may just be up the beach for the day or just for a few hours and don't really want to set all the awning up and everything. Even though the awning is so fast to set up, you may just want to open the sides, and that's kind of your shade for the day. If you park your vehicle against the sun, then happy days. You should be able to cast enough shadow to sit under. So looking under the tray itself, you can see my big water tank up the front up there, and then this is obviously the trundle drawer here at the back. And then you can see all the mounts that actually mount it to the frame of the truck. Got my air tank and stuff mounted up there. There's the camera just there mounted at the back. So there is a lot of room just there now without the bumper, the spare tyre and everything underneath the back. So I could actually put a winch or something in there just to fill that gap in. I think that would look pretty sick and fill that big hole in there nicely. So coming around to the kitchen side, you can see I put these waterproof glands in to run the conduit through into the canopy. So I did that last night. That way the tent now has power, and it's all running off the Baintech power top that I've just got temporary sitting in here. So it's just hooked up to this fridge. So I'm just going to run this fridge over the Christmas break, and then I'm running the 50 amp out back up into the tent as well until I get time to get the power system fitted. So I'll give you a look with the awning out, the door of the canopy open, and also the tent up. So the awning's not pulled as tight as what it should be, but the reason why I do that, I fold the two last arms together so I can still access the rooftop tent. So because the Bush Company awning comes all the way around and touches the rear of the tent, I can't then access the tent, so I just double up on these two arms and pull it tight from there so I can still access the tent. And then if I wanted to, I can bring it all the way around, close it up, and then I can just do this if I was to want to get back in the tent again. So all works nice and well. Everything's got clearance. This arm comes out, and we're done. Righto, well that's it. That's Project F-Tech. There is still more to this series, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Anyway, I'd like to thank the guys at MITS. Tim, you did an absolutely awesome job, mate, with everything else you had going on at the same time, filming with the other companies and stuff like that. And yeah, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to the whole crew down there. You guys absolutely nailed it. You've killed it. And yeah, I'll be back in 2020 to get some more work on the truck done. So in a nutshell, 2019 has been awesome. Committed myself 110% to YouTube, to putting up a video at least once a week. I think we've done a total of 85 videos this year. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed, everyone that smashed that like button. You might not think that it means anything to hit that like button, but it does. It shows YouTube that this content is good, you enjoyed it, and it suggests it to other people. So that's all that I would like you guys to do, is just hit subscribe and hit the like button. That's it. Without you guys, yeah, there'd be no motivation to make this. So I want to thank all the cool crew that are on my channel, that comment all the time and enjoy the content. Thank you guys. Your comments, I read all of them. So I just want to say a sincere thank you, and that inspires me for the next video to make better content, to buy better equipment, to make the edits better. I want to kick some ass in 2020. We've got some trips planned with the big truck now. We've got more mods to come on it. We've got more mods on the Ranger Raptor. I'm going to be doing a bit of a summer edition over the break, with jet skis and stuff like that, just having a bit of fun. And yeah, I hope you guys are going to be with me in 2020. But yeah, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and if you think that your mates would enjoy this content, share it with it, link it, all that sort of stuff. It really does help out a lot. So anyway guys, 2019 has been awesome. It's been a hard slog. So I've worked my ass off this year to build this. This doesn't just come from nothing, guys. I've been working like a dog all year. So it's finally good to have something like this that I can now enjoy. It just doesn't come for free, this stuff, and I know how hard you've got to work to earn it. So it's been a good year. So I want to thank everyone, and I will see you guys in the next video. Catches. I've got to go and do Christmas shopping now. I always leave shit to the last minute, all the time. I've bought nothing for no one. It's Christmas Eve. Oh shit, I'm gonna start packing up.